Hello YouTube, my name's Nero and today some Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. What we're going to be doing in this video is actually entering the 11th Prestige. So what I usually do here with these Advanced Warfare entering Prestige videos is I will show you my combat record, my stats, and the game modes I've been doing throughout the Prestige. I will show you my create class and the classes I've been using throughout the entirety of the Prestige, and then we will wrap up the video by actually entering the Prestige itself. That is the format, and hopefully you guys all enjoy the video. First and foremost, let's talk about the create class. These are the classes I used throughout the entirety of the Prestige. I didn't really use a wide variety of classes, but I did of course make some classes here and try out some new weapons and such, and we'll be talking about that here very briefly. So the MP11, my favorite weapon in the game, I didn't actually use it a whole bunch this Prestige, right? If I actually go here to my attachments, you see I didn't unlock the extended mags yet this Prestige, and that is because I just really didn't use the weapon that much. I've gotten so many cool new weapon variants for other guns via supply drops, because I've been doing a lot of supply drop opening videos here on the channel, that I've been trying out those weapons and playing with those weapons rather than using the MP11 as much as I'm used to using it. So I didn't use a whole lot this Prestige. I imagine I'm going to end up using it a lot more next Prestige, but yeah, that was the first class I ended up putting together. The AK-12 RIP, oh my goodness, I love this variant. That's the reason why my MP11 didn't see much use as Prestige, was this variant right here. I used it so much, like every single map, like, yep, I'll use the AK-12 here, and I really enjoyed my time with it, man. It's so powerful. It ended up passing the MP11 in my combat record in terms of kills, and in fact, it is so good. The RIP is so strong. It hits like a truck. Here's the hole puncher class, ARX. I'm telling you guys, if you guys haven't given the burst rifles in this game a chance, I totally recommend doing that, because they're very, very good. I love using the ARX. I love using the IMR. Maps that have like longer lines of sight, picture like the map Solar, they're just so good on those maps, man. Just give them a try if you guys haven't already. I'm telling you, the burst rifles in this game are fantastic. I have like, that's like the highest KD weapon I have. Like, I almost have like a 2 KD with this gun over the entirety of Advanced Warfare's life cycle. Like, it's so powerful. You sit back, you pick people off at a distance, it's insane. Here's the S12 compliant. Now, this is the S12 class I've been running throughout the majority of the Prestige. I've been using the S12 a bunch more. We'll be seeing that in the combat record. This is the class I have. Now, I don't have a really good variant for it. As you can see, these are the variants that I have, so I choose to use the compliant one because it's going to increase my magazine size, which of course is a good thing on a full auto shotgun, and in turn it's going to actually decrease my hip fire accuracy a little bit. But if you look at my class, I use quick draw grip, advanced rifling, and extended mag, so I'm basically aiming down sight a lot more with this shotgun, so that's generally how I like to run it. Go down here to the AE4. I didn't use it a whole lot this Prestige, but I did use it a little bit because I like the AE4 and it's been a while since I used it. We go up here to the melee, got the subverter, man. I tried out the foregrip and a silencer, and I actually really like it. Instead of using like a red dot sight, I swapped out for a silencer just to see if I could bury the iron sights, and I like it a lot. It's just like a very powerful silenced rifle that just like 3 hits everything across the map, is what it feels like. So it's very powerful. I like that class a lot. The KF5 Spanner, I experimented with it a little bit. I didn't use a whole lot this Prestige. I want to see if I like it more than the Breakneck, because I have both of the elite variants, but so far I think I still like the Breakneck a bit more, but I'm gonna have to try out the Spanner just a little bit more. It's just the decreased fire rate on it, I think, is what really kind of hurts it, but the increased fire rate on the Breakneck is what really kind of hurts it. So it's like, I don't know which one of these I necessarily like more than the other. SAC 3 royalty ended up getting us out of a supply drop. I like that a whole lot. It's basically a rescanned MP11, therefore I like it. As you can see, I put flak jacket on this class. It's kind of like my objective class. Now, if I wanted to go super objective with it, which I didn't really spend too much time putting together this class, I could go ahead and put the trophy system on there and maybe even throw on a stun grenade, and bam, I have like a hardcore objective class right here. But yeah, that's the SAC 3 class I've been tinkering around with a little bit. I didn't end up using it honestly a whole lot just because it's kind of weak right now, and hopefully they buff it here in the near future. The Moore's Silver Bullet. So I have some attachments for this, not a lot. I didn't get a ton of attachments like this. I ended up getting almost 60 kills or so, but I have been sniping a little bit more this Prestige as compared to previous Prestiges. And yeah, I'm expecting a lot more in my 11th Prestige. End up sniping a bit more because it's actually really, really fun, and the Silver Bullet just looks amazing. Like, look at this thing, man. Just look at this gun. I just feel awesome when I'm using it, but I like the camo that comes with it, with like the gold and the red and the white. It just looks so cool, and I'm very bad at sniping in this game, but it's still kind of fun to do. So we're probably going to see more sniper gameplay here from me in the future. Here's HBRA3 Royalty. This is a class I like to run with it. It's also kind of an objective class. You see you got Flag Jacked on there and Trophy System. End up using that for more objective style game modes. And of course, Ball 27 Inferno class. This is how I decided to run it. By no means this is like the best class. You know, it's got a silencer on there. It's got low profile on there and blind eye. It's kind of like a sneaky assault rifle class. But yeah, you definitely go loud with this gun if you would like to. Just keep a foregrip on there. Maybe put like a red dot sight or something on there and just go loud with it. Who knows? But that's the class I decided to run with it. it, and I had some success with it. And here's my speakeasy class, which I didn't end up using the speakeasy a whole lot this prestige. I didn't even get advanced rifling for it. I was 5 kills away from advanced rifling, which of course makes the speakeasy just ridiculously better. And those are basically the classes I ran. Here's my MK14 class I was experimenting a bit with. I honestly have these variants right here, but I'm not honestly a big fan of either one of them, just because they don't seem to be ridiculously good. This one restricts me using really any attachments whatsoever. This one reduces my fire rate, which makes it really kind of hard to hit people if you can't shoot very quick. So I was basically using the default variant over both elites. In my own opinion, I think that's a little bit better for the MK14, but of course, I haven't used the MK14 so much to really make too big of a decision on that. Here's the combat record. We have 3 days, 8 hours, and 11 minutes of playtime, just past 14,000 kills, a 1.7 KD, a 0.79 win-loss, slowly getting the win-loss ratio up there, but that's mostly the result of the open lobby I did with subscribers, which was pretty fun. Here's my game modes, I suppose, and of course the win-loss ratio in the game modes is still bugged out. I promise you I have more than 3 losses in domination over the entirety of Advanced Warfare's life cycle. I promise you. I promise you. Yes, I promise you I've lost more than 1 kill confirmed game. Look at that, 125 win-loss ratio. That's just bugged. But yeah, so these are the game modes I primarily play. I play mainly ground war and 6v6 domination, and I guess 6v6 kill confirmed a little bit as a result of that as well. So I like to do these 3 game modes right here for the most part. Then a little bit of search and destroy, but that was more towards when the game first came out. A little bit of momentum, a little bit of hard point, a little bit of uplink, but for the most part, I just really like to play ground war, 6v6 dom, or 6v6 kill confirmed are the game modes I really prefer to play. In terms of weapons, here we go. I told you the AK-12 ended up passing the MP11 on my combat record. That's because I've been using the RIP so much. It's like every single game I get into, it's like, yeah, the RIP could work on this map, regardless of how small the map was. Like, oh, no, the AK-12's alright in this map, you know, so I just end up using that a whole lot and end up passing the MP11 in my combat record. Here we have the MP11 itself, the HPRA-3. Here we have the KF5, the Ball 27 ended up jumping on my combat record a little bit because I finally started using this weapon again after about 6 months. The ARX-160, almost a 2 KD with the Stigman, almost 1,000 kills. Such a good gun. SN6, the EM1, the TAC-19. Here we have the IMR all the way down here. I've kind of not really used the IMR much, but you see it's a 1.9 KD. You go to ARX, it's 1.94. Like, these burst rifles, man, I'm telling you, they are so good in Advanced Warfare. They're so suited for this game. It's amazing. Here we have the ASM-1, the AE-4, the S-12, which has been jumping up my combat record a bit. KD's not amazing with it, but it's just a really fun gun to use. I love using it. OHM, SAC-3. Been using it a bit more because I got the single variant, but not a ton more. We have the M1 Irons, the more sniper rifle. I've been using a little bit more as a result of getting the silver bullet, and here's like the rest of the guns. So here we have the Amile, MK14. Like I said, I haven't really used these a ton, but the Amile, you see I almost have a 2 KD with it, so I usually have a lot of success with it. And MK14, I haven't had a ton of success with it, but I like the gun itself. I think I'm going to keep continuing to try to use it, to try and make the gun as good as I can make it, you know, kind of like what I did with the SN6, because the SN6 itself is just kind of like, it's a very mediocre gun in every sense of the word, and I tried my best to make that gun the best I could make it. I think I'm going to do the same thing with the MK14. Exo launchers, I don't really use these things a whole lot. Here's the score streaks. UAV number 1, man. I have three times as many UAVs called in as I do other streaks, and of course System Hack I usually run as my 2nd kill streak, then the bombing run, which is tried and true. I like the bombing run. You're guaranteed usually at least 1, 2, sometimes 6 or 7 kills. It's pretty nice. I like that kill streak. Remote turret, I like the remote turret sometimes. It's fun, especially if you put the rippable on it, especially if you put something like a laser on it as well. So you basically walk around like a laser death machine. It's pretty fun. Orbital care package, I'm running it a bit more just to see what my odds are of getting some good stuff. And usually if you put better odds and support on this thing, you can get a couple of them a game and usually get a pretty good kill streak out of it. So I've been liking the orbital care package. It's like less work. I like it. Here's the Warbird, Missile Strike, the Vulcan, the Paladin, and the Goliath, and the aerial recon drone. Now I've gotten a couple of Goliaths out of my care packages. I gotta say, man, I just don't like the Goliath. I just don't. I have a couple kills with it, but I just don't think it's very powerful, which I think is the reason why you don't actually see a lot of them in the multiplayer itself. But yeah, there we go. There is just about everything to see within my combat record. Hopefully you guys all enjoyed that. And here's my armory. I guess I can show a little bit of the armory. Here is basically it. I'm just going to speed through this. If you guys like to pause and get a good look at some of the stuff that you see in here, feel free to do so, but this is going to be my armory. I'm just going to go through kind of quick for you guys. You guys can pause and go take a peek if there's something that may interest you in looking at here. But yeah, this is the armory, and there's my legendary gloves. Here's a lot of my exosuits. There's my legendary exo, and I kept these things because they're really cool looking sunglasses. It's just a shame that I can't really put them on while I'm still leveling up, because that would break my little set bonus that I'm getting here by getting 5% more XP for wearing the entire Sentinel deck set. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, it is time to actually go ahead and enter Prestige. Go down here to Prestige, enter Prestige 11 to continue your progress in Public Match. Reset your challenges, rank, and unlocks for a bit of Prestige. For this, you will gain a Prestige rank icon, calling card, player gear, and a permanent unlock. Your armory will remain, along with any calling cards and emblem icons that you have earned. Interesting. I would like more info, please. Everything you've unlocked, including weapons, experience, and challenges, will be reset. You'll have to rank up to reacquire them. Only your calling cards, emblem icons, weapon camo challenges, and armory items will be unaffected. Choose a permanent unlock. There's really nothing I really want, so I'm going to grab the MK14, because instead of waiting all the way to level 42 to be able to play around with this thing, I'm just going to have it right away, because I've really unlocked everything else I would want to have at the early levels. So there is no going back, ladies and gentlemen. Now that's kind of a cool looking Prestige, and we got an advanced supply drop. I like that. I like that a whole lot. So this Prestige looks pretty cool. I think my favorite Prestige is the Prestige that's actually coming up. I was down here to my player card and calling card and go down to Prestige. Now you're not gonna be able to see it beautifully, but this one right here, because of course it's a little bit grayed out. It's got the lock thing. I like that one. That's the coolest looking one, man. It's like a silver wolf. It's got like the wolf paw. I love the way that one looks, man. Those of you guys are super long time fans of NerosCinema. My original channel background way back in the day before they implemented like new changes in Google Plus and all that stuff was actually just like a snowy forest, and my channel logo was actually just like a snowy wolf. Like that was actually what my channel looked like originally. If you look at like the way back when machine or whatever the name of that thing is, a time machine on the internet where you can look at web pages from years past, type in NerosCinema on there and you'll find screenshots of when my channel used to look like that. So I love wolves. They're my favorite animal, and so that's a cool looking Prestige. I'm thinking of staying at 13 Prestige, but honestly I think I want to get all the way up to Prestige Master. I think going to Prestige Master would be pretty neat. But then again, 13th Prestige is so cool looking. But then again, I don't know. I'll make that decision. I still have a couple Prestiges to go until I actually get to that point. But ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and open up this advanced supply drop here and get a peek at that just to see exactly what we're going to get from this. Oh, biohazard mask and x-ray. Did I already have the x-ray exo? I don't know, but that's freaking cool looking. Then, of course, a biohazard mask. I'm one away from having the whole biohazard set. I need the freaking boots. Then, of course, we have the Lynx combatant right there, which is going to give it -2 accuracy, +2 to your handling. Doesn't seem to be amazing. I don't know. But ladies and gentlemen, I am now in the 11th Prestige. I hope you guys all enjoyed this video, and if you did, please be sure to leave a rating where you guys feel it deserves. And I'm looking forward to getting up to that 13th Prestige. I need to make the decision. Let me know in the comments, what do you guys think? Do you guys try to Prestige as much as you can? Like, do you try to get to the highest rank? Like, did you get to Prestige Master, and after that you went up to Grand Prestige Master, or Grand Master Prestige, whichever you want to call it? Did you end up doing that, or do you kind of like pick a Prestige you think looks cool, then do you stay there? Did you just not Prestige at all? What did you guys do with Prestiging here in Advanced Warfare? Let me know about that. I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. I need to go up here and start making an MP11 class. And if you did enjoy the video, remember to leave a rating. I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.